My name's Jake. Okay, my name's Jake.
My name's Madison.
And we're here with the girls who just got back from an India trip in India, and we're interviewing them on how their trip went.
What are your names and what grade you guys are in? And what was your favorite thing or one of the highlights of the trip?
My name's Grace. I'm in grade 11, and the highlight for me was probably the dance parties at the children's homes. They told us to do like Bollywood dances and stuff. That was really fun.
My highlight was probably being able to go back to the homes like each day and build better relationships with the kids.
I'm Autumn, I'm in grade 10. A highlight for me is probably meeting everyone, meeting the staff who are like really committed to the homes and just like, getting to see the homes and everything.
My name's Layla and I'm in grade 10, and my highlight was just feeling like the joy that all the kids have, even though they're in tough circumstances most of the time, and like how they just keep living with that.
Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome.
What surprised you the most about India when you went? Like, what was really shocking or something that really kind of set you aback when you went?
I think I was shocked by just like, I don't know, I think living the way we do here in Canada, we don't have the capacity to fully grasp what's going on over there, and just seeing like the poverty they're living in and like the spiritual darkness that kind of looms over the country.
I agree, like the same thing. You see like how they're living, but they're still so like happy and like full of joy. But their lives are so much simpler than ours.
The way they like treated each other too was really cool. Like they were just so excited to see each other and they like shared everything. They're just like so selfless compared to us.
I also thought it was cool that like there's like an overall kind of chaos that we see. Like when we first saw India, like it looked really chaotic, but like traffic, for instance, was like there's so much honking and like everything looked crazy. Like no one was like in like the lines or whatever. But then once you kind of get used to it, you notice that there's like a pattern and like actually there is a system, but like we just don't recognize that in Canada. But yeah, it actually works for them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So coming back now that you're back home, how do you guys feel coming back? Okay. How was your life differently once you come back, and what's different about yourselves now that you're back?
How have you been impacted?
Well, I think going back to the first question, like what we were talking about, like how they are joyful. You see, even though it's so hard to be a Christian in India, and it's like gonna have many risks and challenges for them in their life, they live it out so passionately, and like it's so apparent that they're living out their faith, and that's really impacting, because I think here it's easy and we just kind of believe it but don't live it out.
Yeah, the kids there, like, they care so much about the other kids that are like living with them and stuff. So when I got back, I was just like, I just felt like I needed to like give everyone a hug. Like they were just so like inviting and like welcoming, and they just like loved everyone. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like what impacted me was just like the overall like hospitality. Like they're just so welcoming and like not embarrassed to just like give you a hug and like totally be welcoming to everyone. Like at home, like it's kind of hard to just be welcoming to everyone and talk to everyone, but there they like don't care. Like they'll go up to anybody and just like ask you how you're doing and like how you're enjoying your time and everything. And I found that really refreshing, and that was pretty cool.
And just adding on to Autumn's, like, not like just the homes were super like hospitable and stuff, but like everyone in India, like we would go to a jewelry shop and there'd be like someone owning it, and they were like, oh, you should stay for dinner, or like oh, you need to come back here and visit and stuff. It was just so sweet to like see how like that's normal there, but in Canada it's not.
They just build relationships before like you do anything. Like you go to a store, they bring you chai, and then they try and sell you stuff. It was just really cool to see like how much like relationships are important there.
That's cool. Do you guys have anything else just like from your experience in India that stood out to you?
Like, I don't think you can like understand how differently they live there until you have been there, because like I can't even explain it. Like
Like it's crazy there. I don't know.
I know what you see what you guys are saying.
Did India help build you guys' faith? And if so, how did it impact it?
I think personally, just seeing how like limited or how hard it is for them to like have a faith, and like how it's like they take so many risks just to have a faith, that we like have like so many opportunities to build ours. And I just think like it makes me appreciate and like realize that I take things like that for granted, that I like take the opportunity to just like have a regular faith every day and like talk about it, and like it's not something we have to keep secret. I found that was really encouraging for me at home.
Yeah, and there's like lots of negative views on Christians there in India too, so that says something about their faith.
That's
Yeah.
like pretty much, I have the same answer, but like just seeing how the kids like had so much faith and trusted so much in God to like provide for them and stuff. Coming back, I have like so much in my house. But like I realized like
So the force.
how little I need to like actually, like I don't need anything to.
You don't need all these materialistic things
Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
live a happy
Mhm.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I think I saw two things mainly. One being like the same is what you said, like taking things for granted, and also taking like our faith for granted, and how easy it is to live like a half-hearted faith, and how here we can just do it and just like believe it but not live it out. And I think it really made me reevaluate that in my own heart and think like, how can I make a difference and live it out? And that is really interesting.
I also thought like I found it really encouraging like to even like meet like all the staff and everything, and how like they're like risking so much with their faith to like just love the kids and to like show them Jesus. And like they go through every day, like it's scary for them to be like evangelizing at the homes and things, but like they do it because they care for the kids, but also like they're just like so like passionate in their faith and just want to like share the love of Jesus. And like that's just so encouraging because they risk so much. But yeah, it's just, and we can do that too. But yeah, it's very cool.
Definitely just seeing like the culture change from here versus there. Like immediately you just see like people are just like bathing on the side of the road, and like no one really, like there's way less like cars, like there's just more people like walking, and there's just like, it's just so different. And that definitely was an impactful thing to see, just how much poverty, like children that are like 4 years old come up to you on the streets, and it's just like the most insane thing. Like they're just homeless, and it's just crazy like how much we have here compared to like what these insanely young families there.
Yeah, like they count on like people to give them money so that they can like have their next meal, where we just like like we know where our next meal is coming from. So
Yeah.
like I was just thinking about like how scary that would be to like have to depend on someone else in India. Like every corner like there's a kid like
Right.
like begging kind of, which is really sad.
It made it really cool to visit the homes, because those are the kids that are there. Like they're kids that have gone through like unimaginable things, and they're there and they get to like be in this awesome community, and they get like a safe place, and they get a family. So it's really cool to go visit them and be able to build relationships with them for sure.
And they're so happy, like they don't let their past like define them.
Yeah, and I think living like when you hear them sing their worship songs every night and every morning, they sing it like so passionately, and it sounds like, I feel like it sounds as loud as our church.
Probably
But, like,
louder.
Yeah, because they're just like giving all of what they have to it.
Yeah. They can like focus really well on like their faith too. Like I noticed like there'd be really long prayers, like 15 minutes, and they would just put their heads down and just like they'd just be able to do that, and I couldn't. Like I was like, what's going on? Like they're just so, it's such a different lifestyle they have, and it's really inspiring and cool to see.
Yeah.
And okay, you go.
No.
Okay. Like they don't have a lot at all. Like they live very minimalist lives, but they like you never hear them complain about anything. Like they're so grateful, and like you can see that right when you meet them, kind of.
Yeah, like even like the things like they'd give us food at the homes, and we'd all be like, "What is this? I don't really want to eat this," but the kid, like, it's just so cool how grateful they are.
How generous they are with the little they have.
Yeah.
So you guys would recommend going to India?
Go to India.
Yes.
Yeah, do it.
Go to India.
Okay.
I'd go back.
10 out of 10 recommend.
Yes, I would love to go back one day.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you guys for coming to this interview.
So we can just cut this.
Yeah.
Can we just cut this? And scene.